everyone, and welcome back to It All Starts With a Wish podcast. My name is Rachel.
And I'm Mark.
And I can't believe November is just flying by.
It is.
And it's already, at the time of recording, the week of Thanksgiving.
It is.
I know you're excited.
Thanksgiving's my favorite, so yes.
It's like the forgotten holiday.
It's the best holiday, really. You put aside all the commercialism and fakeness that surrounds so many of our holidays now. And it's a day to get together with family, to stuff our faces with food, good food at that, like mashed potatoes and turkey and stuffing.
I do have to say that I have heard...
I wasn't done yet.
But hold on. I've heard people say that it's just an excuse
to
stuff your face. And you just said, stuff your face. So is it an excuse just to stuff your face?
Can I finish my thought now?
Sure.
Okay, so you stuff your face, yes, but it's also a time to get together with family and friends and to watch football and to give thanks for everything that we have. I think
that's the most important part.
Yes, exactly, but that is the whole principle of this holiday. And it's not commercialized like other holidays, Christmas, for example, which is overly commercialized. It's a simple holiday where you get together with family, which is very important. You eat, you watch football, you all give thanks. It's a lovely holiday. My favorite.
But after Thanksgiving, the real fun begins.
Sure.
You're definitely, at least in our house, we are a wait until after Thanksgiving to get the real holiday season started.
Yes.
Not before Thanksgiving.
That is correct. You must wait for Thanksgiving.
But in other
Walt Disney
places,
World, it starts before.
Much before. Like
November 1st, to be exact, in some parts.
Right after Halloween.
In some cases now, even before Halloween.
Mm.
They already had some decorations in Hollywood Studios prior to Halloween.
The red and white stars up.
Yeah.
Which
earlier
is
and earlier every year.
Which is kind of disappointing because I feel like a slow transition. Like, I wonder if they'll ever get back into that overnight switch. Because I feel like
I don't know that they have the people
I know.
currently.
I think it's from the pandemic and everything. Like, that's all kind of changed. And I hope that they can, like, get back to that, like, complete overnight switch of, like, the parks and decorations. Because, like, it's much more magical to be, especially if you're there. You're there one day, you're there on Halloween, and then you're there on November 1st. And it's completely changed.
Yeah.
Like, the week of Halloween with the stars up, you're kind of like, ugh.
They've done that. They still do that, though, to a certain extent.
No, they do. They don't do the...
The pumpkins are changed out for wreaths
and
stuff like that in Magic Kingdom. And
yeah, but I meant, like, no other sign of, like, Christmas or holiday until November 1st.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
Oh, well. But, yes, holiday magic is in full swing right now.
It is.
There
is no better place to celebrate the most magical season of the year than in the most magical place on earth.
It's the holiday season.
The holiday season. Oh, I'm sorry. Were we not doing that?
I should have just kept going. I didn't know you would continue with my madness. I've already been listening to Christmas music. Mark doesn't know this because...
Hoop-dee-doo. And dickory dock, and don't forget.
I'm surprised you're singing them because it's not Thanksgiving yet.
Because just exactly at 12 o'clock, he'll be coming down the chimney down.
He'll be coming down the chimney down.
Okay, we've wasted too much time.
Seriously,
back on track.
So much time, but it needed to be finished. Anyways, enough with the caroling. They don't want to hear us sing.
Maybe they do. Maybe we should change it to a caroling podcast.
I don't really know if people would be into that. I don't think that's the vibe.
Maybe they would be. But that's okay.
Maybe someday.
What are we talking about today?
Today, carrying on with this festive cheer that we have going on, we are talking about the holidays in Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida.
Yes, we are. And why you should visit during the holiday season.
Yes. Why go to the most magical place on earth?
And at this point, it may be a little late to book a trip for this year. But if you're planning for next holiday season, there's no better time than the present.
Nope.
Right?
For a present.
Oh my goodness.
Give the gift of
for
magic
next year?
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Is that what you're putting under the tree for me?
Oh, man.
Because it better be.
No, it's not. But
Why not?
money.
I love on my agency page. There's
The
a
answer
lot
is
of,
always money.
Yeah, I know. But anyways, you've probably seen my stuff if you have followed my Rachel Mickey Travels page on social media. But I shared I'm size 7-night Caribbean cruise.
Yeah.
Because I am.
And if any listener wants the
if you're wondering.
fund said present, I mean, they're more than welcome to. But
You want to send us?
I will not be funding said 7-night cruise.
Caribbean.
It would be lovely, but it's not going to happen. But
It will happen.
You could gift your family and friends a holiday trip next year.
You could.
And you know who to reach out to if you wanted to do that, right?
I think you should tell them one more time.
Rachel Mello Mickey Travels. Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
So.
Sometimes I get that wrong, folks. Sometimes I get it wrong.
Well, it's Rachel Mickey Travels, but Rachel Mello.
Whatever.
That's fine.
So there are a lot of things to see and do in Walt Disney World at the holiday season, which truly makes it magical.
Yes.
And what better time to celebrate the most magical place on Earth
And
than in the most magical season on Earth?
It's the most magical, not wonderful, time of the year.
That's right.
Like the song.
I think first off, the decorations are a huge draw as to why you should go to Walt Disney World during the holiday season. If you are a fan of decorations, if you like the Christmas lights, if you like the Christmas trees, you like the wreaths and the garland, lights. And I already said lights.
Oh.
But if you like all of those things and you know, you're one of those people that has to drive around and look at all the lights or visit a place that's all lit up or whatever.
Like if you want to go to like one of those small town streets with everything decorated and light posts and lamps and like you get that. You do. Right in Magic Kingdom.
You get that to the max. Not just the Magic Kingdom, but across the entire resort.
No, in the resorts. I meant like the Main Street part.
Sure, like Main Street USA looks beautiful, yes. But like no, all of the resorts, especially resort hopping, we talk a lot about this. We will continue to talk about this. I think this is an episode in and of itself, right? But you can visit the other resorts.
Yes.
I know that we've mentioned this before, but especially during the holiday season, when you're talking what some of these resorts do, just going around to the different resorts and experiencing what's happening there is a really cool way to spend a day or a half a day or portions of different days. For example, you have the Grand Floridian. The Grand Floridian has their big gingerbread house, which is actually a store that sells gingerbread too. That's pretty cool, right?
That is really cool.
A beautiful Christmas tree in that hotel. And as you can imagine, certain ones of these hotels, the Wilderness Lodge, right? What a setting for Christmas. Not only do they have the massive Christmas tree set up inside there, but they have the fireplaces, and it's nice and it gives you that feel of Christmas in the Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah, it does.
All those beautiful decorations and the Christmas trees, you know, you really get that holiday feeling encapsulated in that hotel. Animal Kingdom, also, beautiful Christmas tree that they put up in that beautiful lobby there. The yacht and beach clubs usually have their little miniature figurines set
gingerbread
carousel.
Lighthouse and carousel lighthouses at the yacht club.
Yes, but that's figurines at. If you like your like train sets, like your Christmas train sets and stuff, at the yacht club, that whole miniature setup that they put up with all the little houses. I like models. I like those kind of things, so I nerd out whenever those are places.
Can I just say something about the gingerbread houses?
Yeah.
Particularly the one in the Grand Floridian.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's ginormous.
It is.
And every year they tell you how much of each ingredient it took to actually build this.
Mm-hmm.
So I have those numbers.
Okay.
Because this one's really big. Like, I feel like this is a really big one compared to some of, like, past ones. Like, they are all larger than life gingerbread houses. And that's what makes them so amazing to go and see. Mm-hmm. But this year, it took 1,050 pounds of honey. Which is, I don't even know.
Pooh would be in his glory.
He would be. That's a lot of honey. 600 pounds of powdered sugar. and 700 pounds of chocolate.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of chocolate. But not only is it cool to look at, there's also 24 hidden Mickeys. And it's honoring the 24 years of the display happening.
Very cool.
So I like that little tidbit.
Yeah, that's neat.
So you don't just go and look at it. It's also a little scavenger hunt.
It is. And it's a store. You can buy actual gingerbread in it.
I know.
Like, come on.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Gingerbread house.
And you can only see that at the Grand Floridian.
Yes,
that is only
at
the carousel at the beach club, though. They usually have that set up. And like we were talking about with the miniatures, inside of the yacht club. So much to see and do in these resorts. They do go the extra mile, not only in the parks, but at the resorts. So I think at this time of year, always think that you should resort hop, but especially at the holiday season, it is worth taking at least a half day, if not a whole day, or portions of different days to do the monorail loop and to do the Epcot Hollywood Studios loop, and to kind of go around and experience all of those different hotels and what they have to offer during the holiday season.
Yeah, there's all kinds of like little mini events or tables or little definitely decorations to see. So while you're there, grab by to eat, hang out, look at all the festival things, and it will surely put you in a good holiday spirit.
Get your resort refillable mug and fill it up with some hot chocolate. Come on, man.
Come on.
Hot chocolate and Christmas trees. Especially in the Wilderness Lodge, fireplaces. Come on, man.
Get a little seasonal treat, a little
sit down in that
gingerbread
lobby.
Mickey head type of treat with your hot chocolate. And your big fireplace.
Come on.
It's like the best.
What's more Christmas than that?
Oh, maybe some snow.
Where could you see snow? Not real snow, but fake snow. They call it Snope.
Snope. It reminds me of Star Wars, though, when you say that. What's his name? Snook?
Oh, in the new Star Wars.
Yeah, the new Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of when you say that.
Very different.
Very, very different.
Very different.
But yes, Snope would be your fake snow. That is soap. And you can see that on Main Street in Magic Kingdom.
You certainly can. But only at certain times.
Only at certain times. During Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Oh, really? During the Halloween party, you say? The other party.
During Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
That's the one, yes.
Let me tell you, it was Jack Skellington. He's trying to take over both.
Oh my goodness, yes he is.
He is.
Yes.
He really is.
That movie is a Halloween movie, though, not a Christmas movie.
Maybe we could put a poll up to that.
I said what I said.
Okay. Well, during the Christmas party, during the parade, you have a lovely Snope session.
It snows on Main Street. It snows in Central Florida.
Yep. What more magic can you get?
Yes.
Because that's never going to happen. Like a year without a Santa Claus.
That's right.
It's snowing. Little segue, though.
The Heat Miser allowed for snow. There's a special deal that Mickey made with the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser to get snow in the Magic Kingdom on select dates in November and December.
Select dates. Only select dates. So. But let's talk about the Christmas party just for a second, because it is amazing. I definitely think this parade that they have could go toe-to-toe with the Halloween party one. Basically just take the Halloween party and transition everything to Christmas, and you have yourself one festive and jolly night ahead of you.
You sure do.
Because it is
marching nutcrackers. Yeah, nutcrackers.
No, they're like soldiers.
They're nutcracker soldiers. Yes, they are.
They don't have mouths like a nutcracker, though. Okay, well.
They're tin soldiers, then?
I don't know. I don't think they're tin. I think they're just soldiers. They're just wooden soldiers. March of the Wooden Soldiers is from the Nutcracker.
See, you said it, Nutcracker.
Yeah, but they're the wooden Okay. Anyways, you can see these soldiers.
Reindeer.
Marching down Main Street. Reindeer.
Mickey and all your friends in their holiday best.
And the best.
Even Santa Claus.
Himself.
In the flesh.
Sleigh. In the sleigh. And everyone is decked out in their holiday wardrobe. And it's super cute. And the snow is falling. And there's festive music, and it's just great.
Special fireworks.
Special fireworks, different overlays as far as some rides, not just
Yep.
Magic
Space
Kingdom,
Mountain,
but
again,
Space
has
Mountain.
a special overlay, which is really cool and I think rivals the
different
Halloween
lights,
party.
right? They have like red and green
It's
lights.
rock Christmas music,
Rock
man,
Christmas
and
music.
it is red and green lights, and you
It's
party.
flashing, yeah. It's like a
Pretty
rave.
cool. Yeah. A Christmas
A
rave.
Christmas rave. That's what it is.
Special character meet and greets.
Yep, again, Seven Dwarfs. More holiday attire though, scarves and cuteness and all that stuff. You can meet
Jack
Santa
and Sally.
as well, and they're back.
Mm-hmm.
Jack and Sally are back. You can meet Santa.
Unlike the
well.
Halloween party, though, and I think that this is even better than getting candy and going trick-or-treating, there are special cookie and drink stations.
Those are cool.
So throughout the park, similar to the Halloween party where you have your trick-or-treat trails, in the Christmas party, you have cookie trails.
Yep.
And each one of the trails is a different type of cookie. All this is free. It's included, well, not free, but it's included in your ticket.
Yeah.
And they usually have either hot apple cider or hot chocolate or milk or something to accompany the cookie at each one of those sites.
Mm-hmm. There
So you
are
can go
other
around to
festive
the
holiday
different-
drinks that you can get. Not included in those though, because they do
And
have
food.
special,
Food and beverage.
food and beverages. For those located, throughout the park again, just like the trick or treating. The fireworks are great. Again, amazing. So
Stage
definitely
show.
more on that. We can do another whole recap on that. Hopefully we get to it soon. I would love to go. Holidays can be a bit crazy. I get it. But it's definitely worth going.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be a lot when you have a lot of family and traveling and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But for one time, come on.
But
one
Mickey's Very
time.
Merry Christmas Party is definitely an incentive to go at the holidays.
Very much so.
Another incentive to go at the holidays is a new thing this year, and this is 2023, called Jollywood Nights. And this is something that, from everything that I've seen, we've never been.
No,
From
never
everything that
been.
I've seen in vlogs and videos and stuff that I've read, it's more geared towards an adult audience.
It's like glitz and glam, like very dapper. That Hollywood play on Jollywood, play on Hollywood. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a dress
It's at
up.
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
It's a special ticketed event. There's several different special offerings as part of it, some special shows and ride availability and all that kind of stuff. And the special fireworks display called Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. Or is it Bang?
I don't know, but
Banger Bam.
you were very into it though.
Jingle Bell, Jingle Bang, I think, maybe.
Exclusive shows? What have been under shows?
Travel agent, help me out.
It is Bam.
Yeah, it is
Jingle
Bam.
Bell, Jingle Bam.
How about that?
They also have the What's This? Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas sing-along. You don't see that at Halloween time, do ya?
What's this? What's this?
So that is on...
The thing is
Oh, it's it's where the Frozen
studio,
sing-along thing
yeah.
is. I gotcha. Yep, sing-along.
But Jollywood Nights is another opportunity, another option. Special ticketed event, select nights. It is an incentive to go into.
It's much more like eating and drinking, and you're dressing up, and it's still holiday, but it is definitely... I don't want to say less family, because families can go, but it is geared towards older families and a more adult crowd.
As is Hollywood Studios, I would argue, by and large. Mostly.
So it's a good park to do it at, because
Yeah.
it is a lot of more adult things. But
My favorite park, Epcot, also does something special, the Festival of the Holidays.
they do.
In the Festival of the Holidays, this is, I think, one of the cooler festivals that they do at Epcot. The Flower and Garden Festival and the Food and Wine Festival are obviously the two most famous, I think, and longest lasting.
Food and wine, definitely. Yeah.
But they also have the Festival of the Arts, which is usually in January and February, and then the Festival of the Holidays, which really is after Thanksgiving and through New Year's.
I think that's
So
what's
it's a
hard about
real
it. It's
short
really
window.
short, yeah.
But with that being said, a lot of special offerings, food and drink offerings. There are special storytellers and a few of the different countries that talk a little bit about holiday traditions.
Yeah. Whatever that
places.
country's Christmas or holiday stories are, which is really cool to hear about.
Mm-hmm. Like there's the witch in Italy that like comes like before Santa or after Santa and
Who's
like
the guy I
deals
really
with
like?
the troublemaking kids. That's the witch is in Italy.
Oh, it's Italy. Italy is the witch. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know it. Yeah.
Yeah. But then there's like Saint Nick in the United Kingdom and Pierre Noel in France.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But the witch, she's very funny.
Yeah, and so they tell the stories, the holiday stories in those countries, and kind of how Christmas and other major holidays at that time are celebrated in those countries. Primarily Christmas, but I think they do dabble a little bit in like Hanukkah and.
Yeah, no, they do. That's why I said more like holiday stories. But I think overall, there's the main theming is Christmas.
Yeah, I think
because
like in
most
China,
countries
they
do
talk a
kind
little
of
bit
do
about
that.
like the Chinese New Year and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah, but most of the countries are. It's going to be more Christmas focused.
And man, oh man, my favorite thing related to Christmas.
I've been waiting for you
in Walt Disney
bring
World,
this up.
the Candlelight Processional.
Yes.
Candlelight Processional is a show that happens. Usually they do 3 shows per night. You have a live orchestra. You have a choir of both the Voices of Liberty and your cast member choir. So cast members who come out and actually sing. And a special narrator, a special reader.
Usually a celebrity of some
sort of celebrity usually comes in and reads. And you can look up a list of who this year's celebrities are.
Josh Gad did it one year.
Josh Gad did
Patrick
do it one.
Harris.
Neil Patrick Harris usually is there every year.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of big names who come in and do this. And it's basically a telling of the Christmas story of the birth of Jesus with traditional Christmas carols.
Yep.
And man, oh man,
but the way
even
they
just
weave
watching
it,
like amazingly talented people. The orchestra is always phenomenal. The music is beautiful. The celebrity readers do usually a wonderful job reading the story.
And they take it seriously. Like they take, they're working, they're acting. Like it's not just someone going up like you think of, someone's going up and reading just reading a piece of paper. Like they're putting just as much of their acting and their storytelling into it. Yeah. So they just
and it's a 50-minute or so show. It's right around 50 minutes. Little under an hour, and I don't care if you're watching it live, I don't care if you're watching it on a screen, it'll always give you goosebumps, and it is by far, I think, one of the coolest things.
My favorite song is
do.
When They Saw the Star and They Rejoiced with Joy.
That is a good one.
That's my favorite part.
Similar to other things during other hot festivals. So yeah, the Candlelight Processional is something that you have to see if you go during the holidays.
I mean, people go specifically just for that. Like, buy one-day tickets just to see that every year. Mm-hmm. Like, they're not even, like, there for Disney or Epcot or anything. Just
and
that
it's
show.
Included in your park ticket. Yeah. It's not an additional fee.
You do have to wait a little while, though, depending on the celebrity speaker. Like, you want to be there early.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can do a dinner package and get reserved seating.
You can, but I'm just saying if you're not doing that.
What a lovely evening. Go out and have a dinner at one of the select restaurants in Epcot. Get your reserved seating. Go watch the Candlelight Processional. Have yourself a few drinks. Enjoy some holiday treats.
It sounds like
Chef's
you're
kiss.
saying that we should take a weekend and we should go do this.
If any guests would like to sponsor a trip for a weekend, too.
Okay. All right. Well, staying in Epcot, I do want to mention that my favorite ride,
oh, goodness,
Living with the Land, has an amazing overlay of so many wonderful lights and everything in the greenhouse area.
They deck it out.
And it is so cool at night to see everything.
Deck the land with boughs of holly.
Oh, no. Stop singing. We're done singing. So, I had to mention that because it's my favorite ride.
No, that's a cool ride overlay that they have, special for the holidays. Mm-hmm. It does make the greenhouses look beautiful.
Can only see it this time of year.
It's true.
But to lump in with the whole holiday season, you end with a bang. because
You do.
the next thing to happen after Christmas would be New Year's Eve.
It is, yeah. And the New Year's celebrations in Walt Disney World are kind of crazy.
Insane.
Tons
I feel
and
like
tons
it's up
of
there
people.
with July 4th, though.
Yeah. Tons and tons of people, so you got to be ready for that. But they do a lot of cool things in Epcot. The parties that they have,
Every
they have
country
like
has a
silent
party going
DJs where you have headphones.
The silent discos.
Yeah. But
so you see just a bunch of people dancing.
And it's quiet.
You're like, what is going on? But it's really cool.
And the fireworks display that they put on in Epcot, I don't know that you have ever seen. Maybe 4th of July might rival it. But the amount of...
It's just white.
Yeah.
And smoke.
The amount of highly explosive things they put in the air and they just blow the poop out of it. Like,
well, it's just like...
It is absolutely beautiful.
You don't really see the individual... At the end, you don't
That's
even
right.
see
There
the
is
individual
no better
fireworks
way.
because
there
they're
is
just...
no better way to celebrate the new year than to blow the living daylights out of the sky. And that's exactly what they do in Epcot.
Right, bring in the new year. But I like how each country, they do it on their time, which I think is really cool. So,
they
like,
do.
you could be going, you could be in Italy, and they've already had it, and they're already celebrating, like, the new year, and they're midnight. Yeah. So I think that's really cool, too. I mean, you get to see it if you watch the news or the New Year's Eve specials and anything when they show, around the world, they're...
I would 1,000 times rather be packed into Epcot than to be in Times Square on New Year's Eve.
Could be a would you rather.
1,000 times rather. Not even a question.
Not a question.
New Year's Eve, that's craziness. Whatever happens in Times Square.
Yeah, I've never
Magic Kingdom also.
Being like, yes, I want to be there freezing. And also packed in like sardines. At least you might be packed in somewhere in Epcot, but at least it's a little warmer than it would
Not a
be.
podcast about New York City, though, on New Year's Eve.
Not a podcast?
Magic Kingdom.
Oh.
However, also has a lovely fireworks display where they actually have fireworks that are numbers and they count it down.
Yeah.
10, 9, 8.
Yes, all of that stuff. But they have the 360 fireworks as well.
They do.
Similar to 4th of July.
Another great opportunity to, if you're not in the park, and they usually do this twice. They usually do it like 9 o'clock, and then they do it actually at midnight.
Yeah. So there's options.
So if you have younger
kids,
ones and you want to see
I'm
it,
not going to stay up till midnight.
right?
That's all right.
And they usually do it on the day before too. They usually do that fireworks on the 30th and the 31st.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
2 chances. But if you're on any of those monorail loop resorts too, and you might have a view of Magic Kingdom, I'm thinking of like Contemporary.
Polynesian.
You
Grand
can
Floridian.
see. No, but I'm thinking of the Contemporary specifically. If you go up there, it's a really good view from some of those rooms and or California Grill and the balconies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
good day to get a reservation at California Grill for sure.
In advance.
Well in advance.
It's like book it now.
Well, yeah, you want to make sure that you get that at the 60-day right when it opens.
At the 60-day mark. Yeah, it's a very popular day.
So yeah, New Year's, if you are there for New Year's, that is a cool time to be there too. I don't think that that's something that you necessarily want to do every year, but to do it once, I think, is definitely worthwhile for sure.
Definitely. I also think just going during this holiday season is great too if you're definitely not a fan of the heat.
That's true too.
The weather is a little bit more bearable.
The weather is more
chilly. We have gone over Martin Luther King Day weekend in January, and we can both attest that it will get cold at night.
Yeah, it can get pretty cold.
Is lovely. But at night, I can remember specifically, I was wearing sneakers, jeans, a short sleeve shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and a sweatshirt because I did not bring a jacket to Florida. From these northerners did not bring a jacket to Florida. How cold is it going to be? It's fine. And I was a bit chilly. So keep that in mind that when the sun goes down, it will get a bit chilly. So you definitely want to bring some layers and some pants and buy a sweatshirt if you get down there, if you forget something. But for the people who are not the the hot summer people, this is a great time to go, where you do get beautiful days, 80 degrees, sunny, amazing. But the nighttime you get much cooler. So arguably you can get a little bit more done, I think, this time of year, because I don't feel like you reach that like midday, oh my God, I'm gonna melt feeling. Weather is a definite bonus for some people.
Definitely. 100%. So you should definitely consider visiting Walt Disney World during the holiday season. I think that there is no better time of the year to really, truly experience the magic and the wonder of Walt Disney World Resort than at the holidays.
I agree, 100%.
Well, folks, that brings us to an end of our episode for today. We did do something different again with our sound quality, so do continue to let us know if you think things are getting better and or worse, and we will adjust appropriately to your comments. But yeah, so we're trying a few different things, so just let us know what you think. That's the only way that we're going to know if it's really working. I mean, I sit here and I edit these things, and you know,
it's like reading your own work over and over again.
Right.
You know what it's supposed to sound like.
Right.
So it sounds fine. But if someone else, and they're like, no, that doesn't make any sense.
And I can be the toughest critic, too, of sound. And, like, this does not sound good. And I get disappointed in myself. And,
oh, no.
Yeah. Well, it's fine. It's fine.
You're tough.
I am tough.
You're tough.
Anyways, thank you all for listening, as always. Continue to like and subscribe to this podcast. Follow us for all of our latest updates, and share this with your family and friends, anybody who you think may be interested in hearing what we have to say about all of your Walt Disney World destinations. Very exciting. Very exciting. So you should definitely share it with everybody.
Yeah.
Follow us on our social media accounts. Send us an email at startswithawishthoughtpodcast@gmail.com. All that kind of stuff that we always say. And in the meantime, folks, remember, it all starts with a wish. We'll see you real soon.
Bye.